Hello, beautiful soul. Welcome to the September 2022 energy interpretation for the way showers, light workers, and luminaries that are really here to be the change that we would like to see on this planet. My name is Casey Aileen Knight, and I am a conscious creation coach, a soul embodiment guide, creator of the Creation Coach Academy, and also a light language and soul language activator for people to really play with the expression of their multidimensional soul being and feel the resonance of those codes. So inviting you to take a deep breath in, sighing it out, and land here in the heart space so you can receive the codes that are underneath the words that I say and feel them in your body and feel the resonance of them, which is going to be more profound than just listening to it at the mental level. For much of what I am going to say is something that your mind cannot even fully process, right? This is about really tapping into how it feels at that body level. So much of what I share is for the body and soul to receive in alignment with the mental and emotional realms, and it cannot be understood fully from just one of these places. And this is really a beautiful thing to begin our conversation because September is about integration. It's about balance and harmony so that we can handle the acceleration that is happening on the planet right now. There is so much light, which I just consider information and love fused together, like information that is encoded with evolution for our growth that's coming to the planet right now. And August was an incredibly energetically intense month. There was so much that was coming through that was really to support us in releasing the old way of being, our old expressions, and really aligning us with the new expression of our beingness. And of course, this happens continually. We are always evolving, but I did speak into August's energy as feeling for people along the polarity of either static or sparkles. And the staticky feeling happens when we are out of alignment or don't have enough flow inside of our being or space to really receive and process and digest the cosmic light and information that's coming in. So when we don't have that flow and we are out of alignment and we don't have the capacity to be just present with it, it can feel like overwhelm, and the light just goes like bounce, 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 bounce all through us. And it really, I mean, when it's doing that, it's clearing out distortion, and it is still for our highest and best good, but it doesn't feel very good. In order to be able to process really the massive amounts of cosmic light, energy, and information and upgrades that are coming in for us, we require the flow. And I want to just kind of have you conceive of that through the crown all the way down and out through the base of the spine, which some people, might consider just that passage from the root all the way to the crown, your ascension column. There's other names for it. It's where, the Kundalini energy would rise. It is requiring spaciousness so the energy can flow through us. And we also need time to digest it, to integrate it. Otherwise, it is overwhelming and it feels like that static. So many people in August were put into this almost cocoon-like state where we felt the absolute need to just be in stillness, to be in presence, to just rest. If we tried to be doing all of the things, it was too much and it was overwhelming. And for those of us like myself who were like, I can still do the things, even though I could hear my body, mind, and soul going, slow down, rest, integrate. It's okay, just let those pieces fall away. I actually got sick because I wasn't listening to that. Because I was like, I'll just do a few things. It is one of my greatest learnings in this life to slow down. It's not my favorite space to be in when I'm in that go, go, go energy, but we require the space, the stillness, the presence to really be able to receive everything the spaciousness only feels good when we're in alignment. And September is inviting us all to basically take the time to really develop the stability and alignment and the balance and the harmony on a very physical level, so that we can actually anchor in all of that information that's come through and start to physicalize it by putting the practices in place for our body, minds, heart, and soul to stay in alignment, so that we can be and actually create from this new level that we have been invited into. So we've also entered Virgo season at the end of August here, moving to mid-September as we come to the equinox. And Virgo is all about creating the sacred ceremonial practices and rituals and honoring the seasons and honoring the cycles and getting things organized in that more practical way. It's taking the etheric energies and physicalizing them and grounding it into this reality through our actions. So what this September is really asking for is for us to start to create and really do it in this new, expanded way, even more stability in our beingness, so that we can hold more energy, so that we can stay in even greater alignment and be that light that we are here to do. Back to school time for many of the children, and this has always felt like the new year to me. And the fresh notebooks, the fresh pieces of paper, the fresh routines, and the structure and the routine, I am actually looking forward to starting again. It feels sometimes, with a different lens, really restrictive to have structure and routine, but honestly, our bodies, minds, and souls actually love some structure, some routine to give shape to our days. And then inside of that shape, we actually have the stability and we have the foundation to express and create something even bigger and better, right? It takes discipline, though. It takes consciously creating these routines and practices. And for many of us light workers, visionaries, starseeds, whatever it is that you consider yourself to be, the labels don't matter, but the people that are here to be the change, sometimes we want to just stay in that beautiful flow space and just be in the energy. And the creating of the stability, the structures, the systems, the rhythms, the foundations in a way that work for you is what we require. So there is a beautiful quote that I have heard from different places and spaces that says, self-discipline is actually self-love, and self-indulgence is self-loathing. Believe it or not, we require discipline and using our willpower and our power of choice and the effort that it takes to create the systems and the structures and the routines and the rhythms that are in our highest and best good to be able to be our full expression. So invite yourself to look at how you're starting your day. Is it serving your highest and best good? Are you supporting your body? Are you taking time to create the alignment energetically, body, mind, heart, and soul? Are you really allowing energy to move? Because without the capacity to move energy through us on the energetic, emotional, physical, and spiritual levels, we get back into that staticky zing, 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 and we feel off, right? Energy movement practices are going to be your best friend to be able to integrate and harmonize the energy with your next level of expression. And when we do this, that feeling of either like static or even sparkles, which is very much polarized, allows us to come into the alignment, which can allow it to feel more like effervescence. It's more subtle, but it's still uplifting, right? Being in alignment is our number one priority to be able to handle the energies that are coming in and create and build with them. So this does not mean that you're not taking rest and being in flow, but it's creating systems, structures, routines, and rhythms that support you, that are for you. And that's going to need to be intuitively guided, whether it's meal planning, meal prepping, getting up early to do Qigong, doing journaling practices, going to the gym, going for a walk every day. The actual pieces can shift and change, but your practices, your devotion to your alignment and to your harmony on all levels and layers is necessary. Gone is the time where we could hyper focus on one piece of ourselves, just our body, just our mind, just our spiritual development, just our emotions. I'm sorry, but that's not it anymore. It's everything. We are coming into unity outside of polarities. This is where the earth is heading. So we must bring all levels and layers of ourselves into that alignment piece, letting the body be supported, using the focus of the mind and working with the belief systems and the mental layers, working with the emotional realm and allowing flow to happen, right? Working towards really infusing our life with that sacred energy. And it is very helpful to start to see these as devotional practices to amplify your expression, your energy, and all that you are, all gets to harmonize now in this time as we're moving towards the equinox and then moving into the Libra energy that's all about balance. Right now, it's like you've got the time to practice and it's going to really serve you. So feeling in to all that you require in each moment to be the most aligned version of yourself. This is what will support you to actually accelerate your capacity to create, your capacity to be the change, to be the light, and to really anchor in your magic, your ability to tap into all of your gifts, bringing your intuition online, your ability to pull wisdom through all of your lifetimes, levels, and layers. All of this is coming through now, and you get to practice being that next level version of yourself, the one who is a master of your energetic field. And as you're moving and stepping into mastery, you can really understand that the foundation is key, right? Daily, rhythmic, consistent practices to physicalize all of these energetic upgrades that you have been through. The routines and rhythms get to shift and change and be in flow. You can intuitively support yourself in seeing what is going to best support me right now, because it's going to shift and change. But it is about coming back to yourself over and over and over again. If you find yourself in overwhelm in the month of September, check in. What do you require? Is it more space? Is it more stillness? Is it more movement? Is it just being immersed in the frequencies that are gonna remind you who you really are? We are towards this end of 2022. We're coming into that, like the last 3 quarters of the year. It's putting everything that has been through the first 3 quarters of the year into practice, utilizing your capacity to be zooming out and zooming into the details, right? Your perspective, your ability to ride the waves and float and deep dive when necessary, and then, just float and harmonize with the energies as well. So a lot of people have felt like things have slowed down almost to a still point, to 0 point over the last couple months. And it was harder to create in the physical. And it was just like you were like put into that stopped still place for most people, even almost like a cocoon. I was in one. Many of my clients and friends became cocooned in that energetic field that like enforced the stillness. That was that opportunity for you to really receive everything. And now coming out of the cocoon, If you've already emerged, you might find your wings are still wet. Maybe you're already off flying and things have accelerated for you, or maybe you're in the cocoon. Just know that there is an acceleration coming, a physicalization of everything that you received on the energetic level. But in order to be able to handle this acceleration, you have to have that really great foundation that focuses on your alignment in every realm, level, and layer. So you can do this intuitively, or if you would like to receive more support and have a resource library at your fingertips, one of the things that is happening for me in my evolution is the playground membership that I co-created with my beautiful soul sisters, Nina Infinity and Nicole Rose. We have realized it's come to the end of its life cycle as we step into this new expression of our evolution. But there are 2 years worth of incredible practices to support you body, mind, heart, and soul. And so this is an offering that we wanted to make sure didn't just like disappear forever, but we're no longer going to be investing our time live into this container. Rather, it is now a resource library with hundreds of hours of practices from ecstatic dance, meditations, nervous system calming practices. There are belief repatterning opportunities, ceremonies, all kinds of workshops, laughter yoga, kundalini yoga, shadow work. There are recordings from Soul Embodiment Summit speakers in there, as well as a 21-day course called Align and Design. It's Your Time to Shine that really helps you anchor in practices for body, mind, heart, and soul to be able to be a conscious creator. So this resource library is got thousands of dollars worth of resources in it, but we want to offer this to the communities as an opportunity to have guidance, if you would like it, to really become in alignment and be your own guide for a heavily discounted price. So members of the playground, you already know your discounted rate beyond what I'm going to say here, but this library that's valued at thousands of dollars is just going for $77 for 1 year's access to the library of resources that are basically for all of you to come into wholeness and unity with each element, body, mind, heart, and soul, in playful and fun ways, because the play and the fun is what makes it possible for us to have resilience in this world where things can feel heavy and dense. So if you would like to take advantage of the playground resource library, having all of that at your fingertips where you can tap in any time of day and receive what you need in terms of support for practices to create that alignment and foundation, there is going to be a link below. And please contact me with any questions that you might have about the library, but it is a massively beautiful embodied resource with just like a masterpiece's worth of like symphonic, harmonic creation, just magical pieces. Oh my goodness, I don't even have words. So this is me saying you don't have to play in the playground's resources, but I want to invite you to really sit down and take your time and be consciously creating the practices that are going to support you in coming into this alignment so you can be in harmony and balance to handle the acceleration of the physicalization of all of the energies that are really flowing through us. And if you're feeling like you're not in the flow and it's overwhelming, return to the practices to create that stability. Start with the body, but tune in energetically. Do I need to move emotions? Do I need to shift beliefs? And the playground is full of resources to support you at each level and layer. So enjoy your expansion in September. It's going to be absolutely beautiful to see what you create from this new place of stability. So honoring you, loving you, And I'll have more resources to come to work with every element and every level and layer in a unified field and harmony coming up for you in October. Sending you so much love and appreciation.